What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to PokemonKing.com's Wi-Fi battle series. We have another battle for you today. This time we're going to get started on a new team in a new tier. We just finished our UU battle series. We went 2-1, and the one loss was against a team that packed Mega Salamence. Nothing against my opponent. He didn't know it was against the rules. He just saw Salamence was in the NU tier, was in the UU tier, but Mega Salamence is actually an Uber Pokemon. And he wasn't aware of that, so that's fine. But the team still performed very well. Because we went 2-1, you can find that team for sale on the PokemonKing.com website. Now, like I said, today we're going to do an NU battle. We're going to do 3 battles with this NU team, and the same rules are going to apply. If we win 2 battles or 3 battles, the team is going to be featured on the PokemonKing.com website. If we win all 3 battles, then we are going to go ahead and take that team and use it in a battle in the next tier up. So if we win all 3 battles in this NU tier, we're going to take this team and do a UU battle with it, if that makes any sense. Again, please like and subscribe. All of my subscribers, the 1st and 15th of every month, go into a drawing for a free copy of Pokemon Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire Fully Loaded, which comes with 850 plus battle-ready, competitive Kalos bred Pokemon. So let's jump into it. Thank you for the battle, X. I really appreciate it. Just starting the channel off, it is difficult to find battles. If you ever want a battle, leave a message in the YouTube comment section below, and when I'm looking for one, I'll go ahead and message you, at least while the channel is still young and it's difficult to find battles. Going to change the display so you can see both of our teams. Looks like my opponent is bringing Barbarical, Camerupt, Carbink, Linoon, Martiena, and Mr. Mime. And I am bringing Skidlid, the Girder, Festivus, the Jumpluff, Tico, which is the name of the local electric company, the Rotom, Standard Rotom, no form, Bedrock, the Crustle, and April 29th, 1992, the Typhlosion, and Please Kill Me, the Barbarical. Opportunities I see against my opponent in terms of common weaknesses, I see 3 fighting weaknesses. 3 fighting weaknesses, so Skidlid might have a good amount to do with who wins this battle. I do see 1 psychic weakness, and not much else. 2 ground type weaknesses, and that's all I see right off the bat. It's hard for me to identify them all right away. So before we get DQ'd from this battle, let's go ahead and select our team. And also, if we can, really quickly, we're going to snag a picture of my opponent's team. Always take a picture of your opponent's team if you're out there and doing your own battles. It just helps for reference. If you're going to be predicting switches, who your opponent's going to bring in, what you think, you can even make implications about what movesets a certain Pokemon is running based on the other Pokemon on his team. And it's just really valuable to have. Also, it'll help you remember who got KO'd and who your opponent still has left. So my opponent leads with the Camerupt. I'm thinking Mega Camerupt. And I lead with Bedrock, which is my suicide lead, Crustle. So to start things off, I'm just going to run Stealth Rock. I'm going to change this back to the normal size. Possible Stealth Rock coming our way, possible Earth Power is what I'm predicting. It's going to Mega Evolve, so we get to see the Mega Camerupt. It's pretty cool. And it is the non-shiny variant. With the advent of so many different hacking techniques and so many shiny Pokemon in circulation, sometimes it's more common to actually see the shiny variant than the non-shiny. For me, so he goes for the Yawn, so we're going to have to switch here. For me, I prefer going ahead and sticking with the standard sprites in most cases. There's very few shiny sprites that I like more than the regular ones. So what do we have for this Camerupt is the question. What do we have for this Camerupt? I feel like now is a good time to go out into Skidlid, maybe? Maybe? Or do we just stay in? If anything is going to absorb this leap, I think it's going to be the Crustle. So I think we're just going to go for the Rock Blast right here to get off some damage before we switch. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Hopefully we can get more than 2. I always only count on 2 connections on a move like Rock Blast just to be safe. Just to be safe. Never assume you're going to get more than that because you could end up getting screwed over because of that. In the long run, making assumptions that aren't that don't always pan out will bite you in the backside. The same logic goes for using moves like Focus Blast. Sometimes I understand you do need low accuracy moves on set, but I have a tendency to sacrifice power, to sacrifice accuracy for power for accuracy. So that's why I'll run like a move like Waterfall, for example, over Aqua Tail in most cases. Even though Aqua Tail is a little bit more powerful. What did you just run? I didn't see. Okay, so he ran a curse. This is a cursing camera. We're just going to go for the safe Drain Punch. Not going to finish that last thought. I go off into a tangent sometime, and I should focus more on the battle, so we're going to try to do that. We're just going to go straight for the Drain Punch to get some damage off. Don't want to have the camera up setting up. Hopefully he doesn't yawn again, because it is against Sleep Claws to use sleep moves on more than one Pokemon at a time. So as long as that Crusto's asleep, he shouldn't be allowed to put me to sleep. We'll see if he plays by those rules. Drain Punch comes through, and that looks like it's going to be a 2-hit KO from this range. He will Rock Slide. We are resisting that, though. Does not do too much damage. Surprised he didn't go for... Really, I'm surprised he's not running a special set, because Camerupt is usually a special attacker. I'm getting the impression that my opponent might not be that experienced with competitive battling, because in hindsight, it looks like he only has 2 Pokemon that have items, and one is the Mega Camerupt, one is the Barbarical, and the other 4, the Carving, the Linoone, the Mightyena, and the Mr. Mime, do not have items. So I'm thinking this might just be a battle that we do not, frankly, we might overmatch our opponent here. I think he might just be a little bit overmatched. So the obvious Psychic is going to come through. Obvious Psychic, what do I want to switch into to take it? I think we're going to go into Tico. We'll go into Tico to take the Psychic, and then we're going to retaliate with a Choice Scarf Shadow Ball. I always like to have at least one Choice Scarf on my team, and typically I prefer, so he's going to go for the Reflect to try to stop some defenses. I like to have at least one Choice Scarfer, preferably with Levitate, for the sake of avoiding Sticky Web, because Sticky Web, if you can't get rid of it, really throws a wrench in any sort of a Choice Scarf set, because you're sacrificing the ability to switch your move for the sake of speed. So if Sticky Web is going to take your speed away, your speed boost away, then basically the Choice Scarf is not any benefit at all. We're going to Shadow Ball here. Hopefully we can take him out before he sets up the light screen. Don't know if it's going to be strong enough. As I reach forward, it's not my charging cable, so my DS does not die. Does get up the dual screens. So we will just Shadow Ball again to take him out. My guess is he's going to try to set up a Linoone sweep, is what I think he's going to do with Belly Drum. I think he's going to try to set up a Belly Drum Linoone sweep. He is. And actually, I should have seen this coming. We might have some trouble here. Because after the Belly Drum, we might be in some serious trouble. I don't know if he is running Kalos Rules. If he has Extreme Speed, that's going to be a real issue. It's going to be a real issue if he has Extreme Speed. Possibly. Possibly going to be an issue. I don't think it will. We'll probably have to lose a Pokemon, but we can work around this. With the knowledge, we're going to go into Festivus and try to rattle off a Sleep Powder. Because we will outspeed him after the Belly Drum if he does not have a priority move. Okay, so he's not going to stop the Belly Drum. He's actually just going to go for Surf. Man. I don't know how experienced my listeners are out there, but pay close attention to base stat totals. Linoone should not be running Surf. There's no reason he should be. Has very low special attack, no stab, much higher attack and access to belly drum. Lanoon is already a very limited Pokemon if he does what he is best at, but if you try to branch away from what a Lanoon or another inflexible Pokemon does best, you're just going to put yourself in a bad situation. So what we're going to do, knowing that now, we're going to Swords Dance up and not go for the Sleep Powder. Just because I really like... I was going to go for Rock Smash. Is that super effective? No, Grass resists it. This looks like it is a Pokemon that he probably used while he was going through the game. And now I'm looking at the chat. He says he did grab the wrong Lanoon. So he probably has a competitive Lanoon, and this is the one that he uses his TM for going through the game. Looking at the rest of his team, can he outspeed me with anything? Because this Lanoon is very fast with base 350 speed at level 100. I don't think he can. I think I outspeed the rest of his team. With that knowledge, I'm going to keep Swords Dancing until he switches out the Lanoon, because I'm kind of immune to anything that he wants to do to me at this point. And I'm also wearing off the Light Screen and Reflect, which he was setting up. We also see that since the Carbink was not running an item, it's only going to be the 5-turn variant of Reflect and Light Screen. So we're going to go for Seed Bomb now. He is going to switch, hopefully into the Barbarical. That'd be sweet. Is going to be the Carbink. I think he's considering setting up some more screens, potentially. We are now at +4. That is 600 plus attack. And we are going to KO the Carbink. This is looking like it might be a Jump Bluff sweep. And if that's the case, we're going to fast forward at this point to the end of the video. I'm going to keep narrating on the off chance that that we do not get through the rest of his team. So he brings in the Barbarical. Obviously, I'm going to go for the Seed Bomb because, I mean, why wouldn't I? He's 4 times weak to it. And that's going to take him out easily. Looking at his team, what does he have left? Mr. Mime gone, Lanoon gone, Camerupt I think is still around, and Mightyena. So he has Mightyena and Camerupt. This Jump Bluff set does not hold an item. He does not hold an item. Does get the Intimidate off, so we're only at +3 now. Only at +3. That's still pretty substantial. He doesn't hold an item because it powers up Acrobatics. He's going to go for the Sucker Punch. Let's see how much it does. Almost takes me out! Down to 11 hit points, but not quite. Not quite. Plus his team... I did get the crit. I got a critical hit. I don't know if it mattered. It probably did not matter. But for what it's worth, we did snag a crit. And I don't think my opponent got any. So, pretty hacks-free battle. Pretty hacks-free battle, but we did get the first critical hit. He does come back with the Lanoon. I thought we took the Lanoon out. I got a bad memory, but we didn't. It is gone now. And at this point, he is going to bring in his last Pokemon. Okay, so the Camerupt is already gone, so that's the end of the game. I appreciate the battle. I do understand that you brought some non-competitive Pokemon, probably from your team just playing through the game. This was a good introductory battle. Hopefully my next opponent will come with more of a structured team that has items. I do appreciate the battle, though. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, subscribe. Our subscribers, the 1st and 15th of every month, go into a drawing for a free copy of Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire fully loaded. So you have that to look forward to this coming April 1st. So watch that. And, yeah, hang around for the next battle. Hang around for the next battle. We do have all these videos on a playlist, so you can just keep watching them in order and binge watch some good Pokemon videos. Leave in the comment section below suggestions for Pokemon that you want to see on my next teams. My next one is going to be an OU team, so please suggest some OU Pokemon that I should use on my team. I'll incorporate as many as I reasonably can. Thank you very much, and we will talk to you soon. Have a good day. Bye.